matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll try the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, we have a new number 1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this number 1, if they change it all moving forward. But David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the number 1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that number 1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. We'll see if they can do it.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll give it to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
He'll try the left side. He breaks the tackle. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks, it's Blue. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Hawkins. Skips away from pressure. There he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. This time he's got it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The ball squirts through the end zone.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration volume set to 100.
A touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Unleashes one. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Leaves it with the running back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and 3.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This is has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Waste.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your back here.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback now breaking the field. Rolling right and going deep. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to fire to the left. Looking to get it in. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First and goal for the offense. The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Oh, he wants it all. It's picked off. That's number 10. Looking for more room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
The execution on that screen pass is one that will go into coaching play.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapted. Got his man on the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field.
Next going for the goal line. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, We got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker, it's Harbor. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Clark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks are on the move. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Working on the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Motion from the wide receiver. on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
24, South Carolina, 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got his man. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go bumps. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
From the gun, running back on the move.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense, and here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Play action. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the move.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3.
Looking for the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. They'll try to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll run it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Buffalo is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble. May want to head out early and grab a table at the Anchor Bar. They're trailing by 14 to Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Tight end now in motion. Leads it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Jackson gonna throw it. The quick out. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spot.
Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Gonna run it. It's Washington. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Jackson will throw. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Power football with the run. They'll knock take him down for a loss of a couple. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Harbor. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down, down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Pulls and fires complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Give it up for a first down.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He got enough space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give. Can't get him to the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's looking into the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Jackson going to throw it. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He wants to throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to fire deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. And they were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
On 4th down, going to the air. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Breaks into the open. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 5 over Air Force. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quarterback making checks. Jackson gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Brown. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. It's complete. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They want to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down here for the offense. And they'll take a knee. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number one team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you